I'm an Uber driver, and I just had this young lady get out of my car, and I figured I needed to pass this information on. I just picked her up from Chick-fil-A, and it was her first day. And she was super excited. She had been looking for a job. She really wanted to work there. She was younger, and but she got in the car, and it looked like she had been crying. And I don't want to pry. Like, if you want to talk about it, you can. But I'm just trying to take you where you got to go, right? So she was like, yeah, today was my first day, and they let me go. And I was just like, okay. Did they give you a reason? Because I used to work in HR for years, and I used to be a
Damn, I wonder why
recruiter,
they
so I
fired
was
her.
just, wondering. And she was black, so I was just like, hey, what was the reason? And she was just like, well, when I got there, they pulled me into the office, and it was the manager and it was the GM or whatever, like, at that location. And she was like, they were like, are you aware of this particular company's values? And she was just like, yeah. I'm like, you're a Christian organization. He was like, it's not about being a Christian organization. We're talking about, like, the character, morals, integrity, things like that. We're just talking about as a business standpoint, not necessarily a Christian business or organization. So she was just like, well, yeah. And he was just like, well, we wanted to show you this. Pulled his phone out and showed her her own video. That was, I don't know if it was on Instagram or TikTok.
She
And
probably doing.
in the video, she was going on a rant and a rave about how she hated white people.
Let me tell you idiots something, man. It's so funny. Y'all got so much mouth to want to talk bad about white folks, but you quick to want to work for them. You don't want to open your own business. No matter what you do, you open a bank account, you should owned by a white person. You work for somebody, you should it's owned by a white person. Your neighbor's probably white. Your cars, whoever make your car could be white. Sometimes the bus you drive in could be white. The Uber you pick could be white. Why go online to disrespect a whole different generation? I mean, a whole different race because now you're saying you don't like them, right? You go on the internet, they created it, right? And you go online talking nonsense like this online. I don't understand it. You say you hate them, but why work for them? Why get on a platform? Why go to school with them? Why continue to be around them if you hate them that much? Why even live here if you hate them that much? No matter where you go, you're going to see them. It don't make no sense for you to come out your mouth and go online and talk bad about them. For what? Where that's gonna get you? And then you want to go work for them. You got the job, you was happy, you wanted to work that day, you got there, they call you in the office, and boom, we're gonna show you something right quick. Look, I'm gonna show you something right quick. Is this you? Yes. Let me play it for you too. This is you talking about white folks, right? Um, um, yeah. Fired. Just like that. That's good for you. That's good for I don't care. I'm happy that they did fire you. That's good for you. Next time you'll learn a lesson. I don't understand people. Listen, people, you guys post something online, it's there forever. No matter what you've done, something good or bad, it's gonna be there forever. And you choose to create an account just to talk bad about a whole different race. Like, why? That's just so stupid. And I bet more white folks done helped you more than any other blacks. I bet. But no, you want to go online and talk crap. Let's continue.
I just let her finish. And she was just like, yeah. And it was like, well, unfortunately, this doesn't line up with our core beliefs and values here at Chick-fil-A, but this won't light up with any organization or company. No employer is going to be okay with an employee doing this openly. You would be a representation of us. He was like, you already know. And it was a younger guy. He was like, you already know. As soon as somebody is racist out there, cancel culture goes straight for their job. And they'll go and tell their job this, that, and whatever. And we just want to get ahead of that right now. Because if somebody sees you or can put two and two together, they literally can come harassing us and kind of letting us know about you. And we don't agree with that. And they were like, hand in, bring your uniform back in and give us your badge, whatever, woo. And so I went to go pick her up. And I told that young lady, I said, you have to be very careful what you do and what you say, period. Yep. There's a whole bunch of people out here that are hateful and racist and this, whatever, but he's absolutely right. People are so quick to cancel other people and call their job nurses, doctors, police officers. We catch them doing something out of pocket, we going straight for the jugular. They're attacking their livelihood. And he had every right to get ahead of that and be like, yeah, no, you don't line up. And I love how he separated the Christian values just away from just integrity and morals and character and things like that, right? And I was just like, you can't do that. I'm like, I used to work in HR for the longest. Like, if we get wind of that, honey, we will let you go. Most states are at-will states. They don't owe you anything. You didn't even start yet. You didn't even clock in. Like, when did you post that video? And she was just like, well, I posted it a couple days ago. So you posted it after you got... Why are you even saying that stuff openly and out loud like that? Like, I'm like, well, you just lost a job. She was like, I really needed that job. You should have thought about that before you just went on a racist rant on the internet. The internet is forever. And you gotta... The moral of the story is this. Be careful what you do and say. And especially what you voluntarily post on the internet. How are you mad because they let you go because you just made a blanket statement that you hate white people? Now, if it was a white person saying that, oh, you'd be just up in arms and he's a racist and he's a this and this and this and all this.
Right.
You can't put those statements out there and think that you finna work for the same people you say you hate.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm done. That's it.
I agree with her 1,000%. I agree with her. You can't be out there making these kind of blanket statements like that thinking you're going to just get away with it. Because if it was on the other hand, man, the other feet, I'm sure you'd have been so upset, right? Be like, oh, them people racist, they this and that, talking about this and stuff, marching and all, right? You've been at work mad as heck. Effed around and found out, and look what happened. Turned around and got you. That's good for you. Them people ain't do nothing to you, but you want to treat them different. Now you got what you deserve. Let that be a lesson to all you guys, man. Going online talking nonsense like this. That's good. I'm happy she got fired. Good riddance. Maybe in the future she won't never find that job. I don't care. Because she didn't care what she was saying. All that nonsense she was saying. She didn't care. So it is what it is. Good for her. Learn. Just stupid. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good one. Peace out.